There we are. Either way. Love viewing top chat. How about live chat? That'd be so much better. Also, let's just make sure that this is... What do you mean sign into chat? Hey, my chat's working. Good. Always good, always good. How about we stick to stream health this time and don't pay attention to the numbers, because that's what always gets me into a bad mood. Right. Well, I just started streaming, so I really hope you're the only one here at the moment. What's going on? I'm so shot. That answer might have been more sarcastic than I intended. Leonardo, though, welcome in. But yes, you are the only one here at the moment. I just started streaming, so I would figure you'd probably be the only one here at the minute. I'm so shot. But you know what? I needed this. I'm about to be in queue anyway. What's here? Oh yeah, I'm working on the Mauga skin, right? Oh no, I got the ooh, okay. Ooh, that's actually a pretty badass intro that I didn't see. I don't even bother looking at everything yet. My goal is to reach 79 over here, because that's where Soldier's thing is. Do the march. Alright, let's see. What's a good warm-up that I can do? Nah, what the heck. Get that over here and just fix my camera first. Pardon the mess behind me. I've had to struggle to get some winter stuff out for my job this evening. I'm working 10 to 4 and it snowed in the middle of Central Texas and everything is... What was the low tonight? For like the next 2 nights, it's gonna be... Well, first off, it's 21 degrees but feels like 8. Holy crap. So tonight's going to be 13, so it's probably going to be, if the wind chill factor is as much a factor as they make it out to seem, it's probably going to be 0 or negative degrees. I just don't know how bad. And then tomorrow, it's going to hit 12, so same difference, really. But we can't really know until the wind chill is taken into effect. But yeah, ignore the mess behind me if you saw it. Been a hot minute. Where's my headphones? Hidden under like every paper. So I hope your day's been going good for you, Leonardo. I'm actually glad that I had someone here to begin with. Yeah, heck, just let my... I haven't been able to let my hair free anyway, so may as well get that fixed.
Select your hero.
Yeah, why the... Oh, he took it. Okay, Hanzo. I was actually thinking Hanzo, and I'm like, oh, no, I'll do Widow. Widow got taken. No, back to Hanzo. I haven't played in a while, so this is going to be a very weird afternoon. There we go.
Honor is all I have left.
Hello. You
Yeah.
claim you are skilled. That
So-
remains to be seen.
Two things. Number one, I haven't been sent any VODs yet, but that was a fun... Whoa.
Hello.
Why am I sliding?
5,
Okay, that felt weird. But,
2, 1.
oh, I get Mercy back. Or not Mercy, Widowmaker back if I want. No, I'll go Hanzo. Yeah, so nobody's been submitting any VODs yet, or at least not that I've seen. So if anybody's still interested in doing that for me, that'd be greatly appreciated. Just send me a couple of VODs that I could do a review on. But I had fun the first time doing it, and I hope to improve upon this.
Pushing the barricade.
So that's number one. Number two. I've been waking up with a myriad of news concerning like the quicker play thing that they're trying to do, or quick play hacked with Sombra. They already announced the second event coming up very soon. Whoa, what is accuracy? Ah, she knew. Actually,
This time, I will be sharp.
heard some banging right behind me. My daughter's supposed to be napping, and that didn't sound like her room, so. Yeah, give me a moment, I'll read your message. It's a little bit long, so I just want to get back into the team fight real fast. I'll read it on my next death, which will definitely happen. But
Let them up. You Wagateki wo kurao. Scanning. Moving the robot. Thank you.
okay, maybe not as quick as I imagined. I'll make a moment in just a second.
You can't hide.
Okay, I followed you on a video, found my settings, but it's kind of weird.
Enemy here.
Ah, yes, I was asked that on a previous video too. So I'll get that shared as soon as possible. Oh my god. Diva MVP here.
They fall before.
Whoops. Thank you. Oh, they let the Mercy get the res. So I can get the training codes after this. Remind me if I forget before I move on to the next match. But there's about 3 codes I'd recommend. But other than that, I primarily use like practice range to do some basic warm up, and I sometimes just do practice versus AI. I know there's like a stigma attached to versus AI. But utilize whatever tools you have on your tool belt, and don't. Darn. Whoa. What is accuracy? Talking about what you just mentioned. Sometimes you feel like you have aimbot, and others you feel like you can't hit a balloon. Let's see. Whoa.
Power burns within me.
Of course they got me out of there. All right. Yeah, let me get those codes for you for a second. I don't really care about the match thing. Where are you? Wrong thing. Custom games. Come on. Thank you. Alright, so let's start. What is this? Aerial practice? So, aerial practice is the first one. Oh, come on. Share. What do you mean share? I thought this had the... Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, I thought this had the code attached to it, so I don't know why I can't find it now. But we're gonna share and we're gonna upload to an existing code. So I don't know. Now we're gonna create a new code. Dang. Okay, so this one, RN9, I'll type this in the chat real quick, so. RN9, ZC. That way if I can't get the original code, at least you have the other one. But this one's going to be the aim trainer that I primarily use, I think. Let me make sure. Okay, this one's the aerial practice, excuse me. So this one's, I can show you in a moment. Let me get the settings code so I don't have to go back and forth every time. But this one right here, the aerial practice, is the one where they got the characters bouncing around. It helps you with your tracking. Now, it's not very practical when it comes to actual in-game experience, but it's still very helpful to help you determine your settings and if you're even able to kind of flow. Next one, there's technically two of them, but I found a fancy for this one. And this one is also an aim trainer. And this one puts a bunch of bots, and the one that I have it set to is going to be a lot more useful than the actual one because, where is it? VGF, is that a 0? Yeah, that's a 0. Yeah, this one I prefer to use over the original that the code gave me. And this one has an entire room of heroes that kind of swap between a few of them. It had Lucio, and it did have another hero, but I removed them in favor of basically reducing the amount of clutter and the frustration that they caused. But I would put them on hard, and I would just test my aim in like a more hectic environment. And then last but not least, where was it you? Was it Widow Headshot, or is it 1v1 Arena? No, that one's a different one. Don't really think there's any point to the... There's no point to the bot training number 1, so it's basically the same thing as bot training number 2 with maybe one small difference. We'll leave it at these two codes for now, but if you want more codes, there's definitely a lot of helpful ones if you actually YouTube them. As for my Anna settings, if I can go back, go to Anna. So these are my settings right now. Give me one moment. So I have her aim assist strength and window size both at 100, her aim assist ease in to 0. Primarily, I found it easier to kind of flick my shots a tad bit more because she's fully semi-automatic, and it helps for both scoped and unscoped aim for me. I kept her aim smoothing at 99 because although I do rely on the what's the word I'm looking for here? Flick shots. I do find that it's easier for me to maintain my aim and see everything going on around me, especially since you're supposed to be positioning yourself back a little further. So it helps me to keep it at 99. Amy's in at 25. Debatably, I would put it at 40, and that would help you with your horizontal and vertical straight movements for your finer tuning aim. So I'd recommend putting it there if 25 doesn't work. Still working on him. Give me 2 seconds and I'll explain, but let me finish up with Anna over here. For Anna, obviously show allied health bars. I would recommend that because you're a support player. Hey, Daily Clips, welcome back. I just saw you as I looked back. Let me see, where are you? Recoil aim compensation. This one's preference. Do as you see fit on this one because sometimes people get a better feel for their aim if they have the recoil. It's kind of weird. I would prefer recoil from time to time, but when it comes to Anna, her recoil is very weird to me. It benefits me to leave it on, and it reduces the recoil movement of the camera. So it's up to you what you want to do on there. Same thing with friendly aim assist strength. You should definitely have it on, but you can vary that between 50 and maybe 80 if you feel like you need it. But I put it on 70 so that it gets a strong enough kick for me to shoot my teammates, but doesn't always pull my aim stronger than the normal aim assist. Toggle zoom, entirely up to you. Relative aim sensitivity, I've experimented, and this is where I landed on a recommendation from a video, and it's working. This one you have to experiment with, truly, because everybody's different, but this is where I landed, like I said. So it's working for me for now, but it could change. Nano boost requires confirmation. I found that this helped me avoid hitting the wrong targets just a little bit easier, although from time to time I'll forget, like, oh, I have to confirm it. So I hit one button thinking, oh, I nano boosted, and then I realize in a split second, like, oh crap, it's asking me to confirm. So I'll hit the trigger very quickly, but by all means. And then lastly, nano boost sensitivity. Obviously, just leave that alone. I wouldn't touch it. There's really no point to changing it, and then the rest are rumble settings. Next, you asked for McCassidy. I'll call him McCree. So I'm still experimenting with him. For some reason, I'm finding it extremely hard to find his settings because I find that my accuracy is, it's kind of like similar how you just mentioned, like there are times you feel like you have aimbot and other you feel like you can't hit anything. So for some stupid reason, he's falling into that category where I feel like I can't hit anybody. I don't know why. So my aim assist strength and window size are like always going to be 100 for the most part, although I did adjust the window size from time to time to see if it would help. Inconsistent answers for me, unfortunately. I don't know why, but I just can't seem to get him. So I decided to try soldier settings, and it worked for me last night, and I had to try it again today. But this seems to be working. The smoothing helps me get a little bit quicker turns, so I don't have to worry about the slower turn rates. And then the ease in at 40, like I mentioned, so that it kind of helps me level my vertical and horizontal movements a little bit better. And then, here we go. Recoil aim compensation, I turned it back on for him, and I found that it helped improve my aim at just a smidge, but it's, again, you can flip between that depending on how you feel. Yes, hide the cancel text, because let's be 100% honest. We already know how to cancel it, and it's just extra clutter on your screen. Do not hide the timer is my recommendation, but again, it's up to you. If you can time it, good. Then you don't need it. Again, extra clutter, but this isn't just extra clutter, it's telling you how long you have, so it's always a good piece of information. But that would be my recommendations. And then let me just read here because I noticed another one. If Anna hits you with a sleep dart, you're screwed. Yep. If you get hit with a sleep dart on literally any tank, any DPS, any support, there is no doubt you're screwed. But how do you avoid the sleep darts? Very carefully. So, you know what? This might be a good teaching opportunity. Give me like 2 seconds. So, yeah, we'll go to practice range. We'll go to practice range for a second. I hear my baby.
I will not leave a broken world behind.
Okay, so pretend that there's a team fight happening literally within this white square. So we're like trying to push this direction, but the enemy's pushing back and forth within this zone. So this bot here is going to be a Reaper. So how do you avoid the sleep darts? First and foremost, solid cover is always going to block everything, but it's also your movement and how you play. Bait out key resources. So number one would be, oh, we're having a team fight. Oh, I throw my grenade. Oh, I use my sleep dart. Oh, I missed my sleep dart, but you know, the team fight's still happening, and now this is Reaper coming up to like literally shred me, and I have nothing but my resources here while he tries to basically decimate me. Rumble's the controller vibration, so that one you can kind of adjust as you see fit. If you turned off your vibration, your rumble's not going to matter. It's just extra settings based on certain abilities. I don't know. I don't care. I don't touch it. Next scenario, same thing, team fight here. Oh. The tank's pressing. Oh my goodness, I'm with my team, I'm upkeeping. Oh, I just messed up my teammate. Oh, the Reaper's coming. Sleep!
Close your eyes.
And now he's no longer a threat while you finish off the back line. So he just basically pressed, and I love how this is a perfect teaching opportunity. And basically, he pressed, but you had your resources.
Confirmed.
Then there's the third one. Baiting out resources. So, same thing, team fight, team fight, team fight. Now, he won't do it because he's pre-programmed, but let's say he starts coming towards the entrance and I'm like, oh, I gotta, oh, I missed. But now he's able to press. Like, how to avoid the sleep dart is just to play smarter, use your cover, use your movement, don't be... In fact, you know what, now might be a perfect time to swap off to Reaper to kind of show, like, what you should look for. Reaper's a good teacher for this kind of thing. So let's get him up here. Yeah. So team fight's still happening down below. Let's say that this is the Anna right here. She just, in fact, actually this one will be Anna. Perfect two-piece. So next instance, watch the team fight, stay hidden, use the ground floor, like take peeks. Constantly crouch, because crouching will muffle your footsteps and they won't be able to hear you. Heck, talk about baiting out their resources. How about a resource of their attention? Ready? Oh, they're having the team fight down there, but they're waiting. They know something's up. Teleport in the same spot. They heard the teleport noise. Oh, 9 times out of 10, they're going to teleport to behind them. There she is looking for you. Done. Just be conscious about your positioning and movement. Exactly. So, I'm just giving examples here. My goal is that when I'm teaching, or at least when I want to teach, I want you guys to think for yourselves, because no coach, even myself, is going to be able to be there for you 24/7 and be like, hey, you made a mistake there. You have to be able to teach yourself, and that was kind of the goal when I did my settings video, is I want to give you guys the know-how and tools to fix your settings accordingly, because nobody was doing it, first off, and second, it's very frustrating, and I was frustrated, so if I was frustrated, imagine how frustrated everybody else was getting. So, same difference on the coaching level. You have to be conscious of everything that you do. And ultimately, it is about the resource management and paying attention to these little things. Not to a whole point of like try-harding, but like you just said, be conscious about your positioning and movement. And think outside the box. Sometimes your abilities can be used in weird ways, like the self-teleport in the same spot. There's not pro strats per se, because I think the pros are a little bit too smart for this kind of thing at the time. But using Reaper's teleport, when you're in a team fight, first off, look how long it takes for the teleport to happen. You're a target, and the higher the rank you go, the more they're going to be able to punish that. So the first thing you should be doing is utilizing your resources, and don't just waste your teleport randomly. Like if you're outside the spawn and you have a trip to make it to the point, yeah, use your teleport out the door, fine. But in the middle of a team fight, don't just be wasting a key resource to get you into an advantageous position. In fact, you know what? Let me get the ult thing here while I'm at it. Just get that here. I can't teleport back up now. But, another thing is how you use your abilities. Forget about just using them creatively. How do you properly use them? So, Reaper over here. Oh, I'm in a team fight. Oh, I'm about to die. I gotta, oh no, they're all converging on me. I'm like 2 health. Wraith out. And look at that, you're safe. And this is coming from a friend who is a Reaper main. I learned this one from him. Yeah, by all means, give me like 2 seconds. But I'll warn you ahead of time before I even continue. I don't have my Lucio settings properly used. Properly set, because I don't play him very often. I have my support pool very small and it doesn't have Lucio, so I wouldn't recommend using all my settings unless for some odd reason it just happens to work for you, but just bear that in mind. Yeah, I had a Reaper main friend who told me about using the Wraith to use it as more of an escape tool than an int, not an int, a push, basically. Don't use it as a means of engaging in a fight. That's the word I was looking for. Use it to disengage from a fight. Like when you're in trouble, like, first off, you have to know where you are. That's why you remain cautious of your positioning, conscience. So, oh, you're caught in a team fight. You got your pants down. Oh, you're about to die. Look where you're at. You know where you're at. Get out of trouble. So it's those kinds of things that kind of help you out. Let's go to Lucio settings for a minute. So as I said, I didn't set him properly. So here we have the aim assist window size being at 100 and his aim assist easing at 0. The reason I do that is because he is a projectile hero, but again, you can mess with the setting if you feel the need to be comfortable. You can put it to like a 50, go between there and all that. Aim smoothing is at 70 because he can wall ride. I put his aim ease in just a little bit lower because he's going to be a little bit more like bouncy, so you kind of need diagonal movement a little bit more than usual. But if they're more mobile heroes, you might want to keep it lower. Showing allied health bars, showing the outlines, hold the crossfade, kind of preference. Automatic wall ride. Yes. I don't know why I turned that off. I wouldn't do toggle wall ride depending on what button scheme you're using. I wouldn't even recommend my button scheme, to be quite honest, so I'm not even going to share that. But for toggling wall ride, it depends on your button scheme, and if it's easy enough for you to like hit the button to toggle on and off, I guess you could turn it on if it helps you. But other than that, I would actually rely on holding it versus toggling it. Wall ride cares about movement. I'm actually not 100% certain what the setting does. This was kind of fresh to me, and again, I don't play them often enough to figure it out. But allow backwards wall ride. Always make sure that that setting's on. There was a time where the default was off, and it looks like now that the default is on, so make sure about that. Some linear ramps so the aim ease in being low feels like butter. Yep. Linear ramp, my old friend. I went back to dual zone, but I'll explain that in another portion of the discussion. But wall jump on release, definitely put that on. You want to wall jump at every possible time. That's a fun question. I've been constantly getting people asking me about that. I'm gonna get into a game in a little bit, but so there really is no magical fix into helping his recoil. As unfortunate as that sounds, and as much of a cop-out as that sounds, the only real way is to just go and practice in the range. But you basically have to determine your sensitivity first, and then from your sensitivity, just go into the practice range and aim at a wall and learn how far, like even you just saw how I still went up. So it's still something that I'm obviously working on, but you got to determine that sweet spot and make that your habit. That is literally the only way to make it easier on yourself. Just constantly practice it. Just give it a little time. It'll become habit sooner than you think, but there really is no magical fix ever since Blizzard decided, oh, hey, let's put in recoil instead of a spread. I'll be honest, I don't care about which. I mean, it does help you hit your targets easier, and you can kind of beam people more often than you could with a spread, but that was an accident. Other than that, yeah, I'm still trying to work. I mentioned my hero pool the other day. Well, I don't know how to hit that, even if you were stationary. How do you go into replay? Actually, kind of good that you asked me, because I was about to leave practice range. So to replay, you go to career profile, you go to your history, and then there's replays. And this is how you would view it. And then on the bottom, is it visible? Yes. On the bottom, you'll see the share button. I don't know if you're on PlayStation or Xbox, but for Xbox, it's the back button. So whatever button scheme goes with PlayStation, it would be that. But you would put share, and let's just say Coliseo. Creates the link. Yeah, so I don't need it right now. Okay, yeah, you're on Xbox then. So same button, the back button. And then you have all these right here. I can't believe I still have... Oh, that's right. That's the one I initially reviewed for my friend. I'm glad that that one got saved. That's cool. And then you got the game reports. What happened in... Oh, that's right. They don't share that. I hate that. That's so disrespectful. Well, I'm headed into quick play, so let's see how well I multitask your guys' questions. I really need water now. Totally. You know what? I have a little moment. Give me like 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna go grab some water because I'm very thirsty. Whew. Alright, what's this? Use L2 or left trigger as my jump for Lucio. Yep, I've heard that being a good replacement of a button because his alternate fire, his boop, it can go on a different button. Yeah, I've heard people doing that because it makes it easier to jump without having to take your thumbs off the sticks and look around. So it makes sense. I don't remember if I've mentioned it more often, but I got like really, really bitterly cold weather heading on to us. It's like literally Central Texas has gotten hit with 10 degree and below weather. It's supposed to be 20 right now, but it says that with the wind chill factor, feels like 8 degrees. And there's 20% chance of precipitation still? What? Knowing my luck, it says there's no rain tonight, but I have to work on site, so watch how quickly that's gonna go. Yeah, I'm working security now, so I'm gonna be thankfully in my car, but if the temperature really has the wind chill factor the way it does, then oh my lord. Gyro controllers would be better for FPS. I actually don't know. I know that Switch has the gyro settings, but I never actually played on Switch long enough to get a handle on that. Oh, Samoa. Let's go Sojourn. I need to practice with her more. Yeah, I don't actually know. To be quite honest, I'm not very familiar with how the gyroscopic settings work, so I couldn't say for sure. Aim isn't really helped my aim for Lucio just now. I'm so glad that helped you out, but like, that was a very quick turn of events of like, oh, what settings do you have for Lucio? And then it's like, oh, that just instantly helped.
5, 4.
Soldier boy. More like Sojourn boy.
Capture the objective.
You didn't hear that joke. Oh, a little too far into the fight. Come on. Oh, she had her defense matrix up. That was weird.
Might have to adjust my approach.
Ooh, good shot on the Mercy.
Hello. Hey. Over there. Over here.
Dang.
I'm not a fan of setbacks.
Trash talking and quick play, bro? Really?
Activating self-destruct sequence. Our numbers are low. Careful.
Not so fast.
Nothing I can do there. Alright. What were they running?
Experience.
I'll have to find a better way to engage.
Yeah, no, I don't mind quicker play being on.
Score 0-1.
We're playing by my rules.
Every soldier needs a cause.
Stick together. Let me take the hits.
I'm just waiting for this guy to say what I think he's gonna say. I'm just waiting for it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Fight's not over yet. All we have to do is win this round.
How's that sound there?
Come get healed. Get out of my face. Watch your back, kid. You control that point. Biotic healing ready for use.
Let's get some healing beats going.
Got eyes on an enemy. Who needs healing? They're attacking the point.
I can't do everything by myself. Thank you, thank you. Target prioritization is really helping here for some... I don't even know how I'm doing it, but I am noting it in, like...
They can't
I'm
get
subconsciously doing it. I'm glad I made that a habit early on. Oh, they burned off 2 very important ults.
loud and clear.
Whew. You saw how the Mei tried to burn my ult, right? Like, we all saw that. Okay, we have... Bro, really?
冻住，不许走。
Perfect engage ult.
Acknowledged.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Lorax is who I think it is, right?
Helden sterben nicht.
Let's hear that fighting spirit.
Yeah, so I'm making fun of our tank now.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
Doubling his eliminations, and right now 1,800 more damage. Up 700, excuse me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the
Yeah, actually, wow, I really am carrying. Holy crap. Okay.
Over there.
Really going pharmacy, huh?
Tango spotted. Come get here.
Well, they recognize their win condition for sure. Did they res their Pharah? Someone help Brig!
I've seen tougher spots.
Damn.
Already back to our warriors here. Watch out, I'm on fire.
Alright, that's
Appreciate it.
Can't find our team. What the hell is going on? Oh my lord.
I see an enemy.
Stay close.
Activating self-destruct sequence. Let's group up.
Roger that.
Yeah, I almost bottlenecked myself into her, so I better back out. Nope.
I'm on fire.
Nope, you're outside of healing range.
Pulse munitions delivered to get these jokers off my point.
Can't handle the heat. Stay out of my way. Bob's almost ready.
Yeah, let me get out of the way. Yeah, Bob would be helpful sometime soon.
My ultimate is ready.
Not security.
My ultimate is heavy.
Tango spotted. You picked the wrong. Everyone heal up. Control that point.
Damn. Nothing I can do. I tried.
Still
We can do this. Yes!
I'm on fire. Come on, try me. My coals are red hot. Let us carry the point.
Yes! I got their sustain. Ah, no, it isn't gonna matter, is it? Ah, no! Oh, well.
Team kill. Defeat.
Damn. That was so good, though. From time to time, he was meta. I know he was played in the Overwatch League for a time. I just don't remember how long he was in meta. Or rather, if he was considered quote-unquote meta. I know there were some instances that he filled a certain need for how powerful his primary was. Yeah, our tank was trash-talking. That's usually an indication that he's gonna be the one, maybe not throwing the match per se, but he was not gonna be participating as much as he thought he was. But I can't control him. Nobody can control our tank other than our tank. So I'm not gonna bother worrying about the thing I can't control. Yeah, he's gonna do what he wanted to do based on the nature of what he was trash talking. This is Sam's Club. I don't care. Got the train. Yeah, I really, not going back on the topic, I don't really think that he was meta. I might have to ask one of my friends who's more into Overwatch League than I was, because he might know a little bit better. A little bit better. You know what? That was a close enough match. I'll use that as one of my reviews. In fact, you know what? Screw it. Let's take a break, because you know what? Now's a good teaching opportunity. And this is how... Quickly record this for later. Yeah, so this is how game. Yeah, that's game reports. This is how we do it.
Welcome to summer.
So let's use my example for
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
it wouldn't let me get to my character for the entire time. Like, what the heck? Is the overlay? No, both of them. Oh, both of them are hidden. That's my mistake. Anyway, let's put you down here so we can see the top layer. Should be all right. Yeah, we'll use this as a teaching opportunity for now. So me going Sojourn, the purpose was just to try something out, and it's quick play. Another thing too, he probably wouldn't have noticed this. He was trying to stick together. Now he wouldn't know right now up until after the first team fight. But look at who the enemy team is playing for just 2 seconds. Is anybody able to tell me the 3 heroes that I'm specifically looking at in concerns to Diva? Like, what's gonna work for and against her? I'll give you guys a second just in case. But there are 3 heroes on the enemy team right now, which it would be fine for the first team fight to let this slide because you got to deal with what you got to deal with. Exactly, Ramattra is one of them. But there's now 2 other heroes. So on the enemy team, there we go. That's number 2. Who's the third? Got Ram, got Mei. Who's the third? You got Kree, Mercy, and Zen left. Yep, there you go. Perfect. So the reason that I pick out those 3 in particular, Mercy's Mercy. She's going to enable her team. She's going to have her moments of bursting off if she decides to go for some team fights. She obviously did so. And then you have McCree. Now, McCree, he's not necessarily hard countered by Diva, and his grenade can technically slow her down, but he is, for the most part, decently countered by Diva because of her defense matrix, and only her defense matrix. So if he focused it right, he would basically have 3 different people to take care of. So May's just obvious. She's able to bypass defense matrix with her primary. She's able to burst down the armor with her secondary when the defense matrix is down. She's able to self-sustain. She's able to slow D.Va and actually, I believe, disable her her boosters. I had to think of the name for a second. And she can wall off the area and stop dives. Effectively, she's not anti-dive, but she is used in anti-dive from time to time, based on the nature of each hero. But she is an effective semi-counter to D.Va. D.Va can technically burst her down very quickly if she's not careful, but again, give and take. Ramatra, obviously a primary pick. His primary fire is something to be countered when he's in his base form, but when he's in his other form, he could punch right through that. Plus, he's got better sustain. And his ability to bypass the defense matrix is huge. And then lastly, Zenyatta. Obviously, his orbs are countered by defense matrix as a huge thing. But his Discord orb is a very, very potent tool. And you need to have the ability to maneuver around greatly in order to avoid Discord Orb, but if Discord Orb lands on D.Va with the team that we currently have or are up against, it's GG's. So those are the three that are in pick. So good job on that. So this is our first engagement. I wouldn't expect anything to come of it, but taking advantageous angles, but unfortunately, let me go third person here for a second. Let me give me a second. Is it you? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna yeah, we'll leave it. Excuse me. So you were right, by the way. All three picks. So this is a tough one. There's a lot going on, but the easiest thing that I could say is I should be taking, because I got mobility with Sojourn, so I can be taking advantageous angles and going up here. I can go up here. I can pretty much go anywhere on the map and take a certain high ground. But so could what's her name? The Ashe. She probably could have benefited from being either here or there as well, and taking an advantageous angle and kind of not pincering it, just be more like dividing up the team's attention, that they would either have to be forced to focus on D.Va, who wouldn't be the big threat unless she started diving in, or focus on her, which her method of escape, I have no way of going about this faster, is just to go back here and regroup with the team through this method right there. Zenyatta, he is right to play. Where did he place the orb now? He put it on the... Okay, yeah. We had Lucio and Zen on our team for this moment. Oh, this one's tough. We probably... So where's... Yeah, so Lucio and Zen are technically far back. Let me let this play out a little bit. Okay, so they're now doing what I just said that we should do. So Mei is over on this part, and she's got ways of keeping herself safe. But now we have the enemy team with a double-pocketed Ramatra. So we have now a choice. Let me actually go back down, yeah. So D.Va's got a choice. Continue on the frontline fight, or back it up and a rotation, and try and aim for this and kind of force the fight to rotate, because we're not even with her 100%. Like, we're kind of in this one area, but if she kind of doubled back, we would have had to double back with her, and that would have allowed us to kind of like play merry-go-round. It's very hard. There's really no specifically right answer. But do we get rid of the McCree? No, he pretty much gets healed immediately. How did he get healed, actually? Oh, yeah, it was the Mercy. Okay, I didn't see the beam for a second. Yeah, so it looks like they're going back and... Yeah, so like I was mentioning what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to slide back and forth wherever I'm needed because I have the mobility. So I made a mistake in going left, but I'll tell you one other mistake, and that is that, where is she right now? She's not behind here. Where'd she go? She did back up. Okay, so did she used her shotgun, I think? We're very low. They made the push. Zenyatta's caught out of position, or is that Lucio? That's Lucio, excuse me. I'm kind of out of position, and if I recall correctly, I do die very soon, and I'm Discord orbed. So they did the right thing. I messed up. That's very much my fault. But the Ashe should be as far back as this. Positioning for Ashe, just to kind of put, she should always be something like this. Where the team fight's over there. She's got, in fact, she has she's got perfect viewpoint of the Mercy. Target prioritization is very important as well, but her positioning should always be looking like this. And then you got the whole team fight laid out in front of you. Hypothetically, she could have tried to take a high ground here and bypass the wall. I used my ability badly, and I think I pay for it very shortly. Yep, called it. I actually don't remember, but we're going to skip ahead here real quick. Making it back to the team fight, we see the kill feed is that we got the kill on. That's actually weird. Let me. This is an aggressive Ashe play. I'm not here to review her, but yeah, I figured she was gonna die. Yeah, we regrouped with our team here, so let's skip ahead. Where's my team and adjacent to me? They were all following me? Oh, I didn't... Wait.
Let me assist you.
Ow. So, I talked about this on a previous one, but ult economy? Look at where Lucio is on our team. Like, obviously he's dead. I'm not talking about his physical location. I'm talking about... Look at him right now. Everybody sees the number under Lucio's... or next to Lucio's portrait. Excuse me. All right, is everybody ready?
Hey.
Ah, my mind. Ah. Why, bro? You weren't being that heavily countered. Plus, we could have used your speed boost a little bit more. Oh my god. So, if anybody's missing this, he swapped off with 85% ult charge. Yes, yes, yes. That is exactly it. So, we had... In fact, look at the ult economy. Look at the ult economy for just a second. So they are 80, 82, 69, technically just rounded up to 70, 72. 4 out of the 5 ults are above the 75% marker, rough average. So they're about to get their ults off. I'm barely hitting 32% because I had to deal with shields and bouncing around and bad aim on my part, I'll admit. Ashe is 63% to her ult. Our Diva's above 50%. He just lost 85% to an ult that could save from at least... His ult can save from Ramatra's and from Mei's ults, and he just lost it and swapped off of Lucio to a Baptiste. And then our Zenyatta is not getting as much value as the enemy Zenyatta, but whatever is whatever. We can't help that. So I try to take the angle, and they try to take the angle with me. This isn't bad, but... Shield simulator.
Disrupted. Capturing the point.
Well, there's two reasons why I'm not playing competitive. I'll explain the second later on. The first primary reason I'm only doing quick plays because the Season 9 changes are coming and I don't feel a need to be ruining my rank. I don't feel confident in playing it because we're so close and the mentality right now is dangerously loose, where everybody's like, oh, who cares about what we place in this season? We're going to have, again, my words, not the developers' words, but like we're going to have a soft MMR reset of sorts where you can climb or fall drastically at the starts of each season. So I'm already at Plat 3. I left off at Plat 2 and I fell horribly. So I'm going to play and better myself in the environment with my mechanics in quick play and not bother with competitive. But you are right. There is a mixed crowd of people who do and don't take it seriously. I'll be 100% honest. I don't see a problem in it, but you are right as to having those mixed lobbies. So let me just quickly review what just happened here. So my entire aim is very off, and I didn't get my target prioritization straight. I recognize that. My positioning is not the worst, but here's where I made my biggest mistake, is that I heard her going off. And there's only two reasons why a Mercy would go off like that, is if she had her ult. And I'm already doing bad with my aim, so I don't know why I'm taking the fight. And sure enough. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken that fight.
I'm not a fan of setbacks.
Okay, they took off. Ooh.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
We lost our supports. Yeah, let's just skip ahead on this one.
Score 0-1.
Yeah, right there, that was an unavoidable loss, and they held their ults pretty well. So moving to Soldier was a smart decision on my part. Okay. So now we have Brig on our team and Lucio. I'll be 100% honest, we shouldn't be running those two at the same time. And that is because our healing value would be too low. Brigitte is heavily dependent on her armor packs and her ability to brawl for healing. So it's actually very bad that we have this. And then Lucio, again, his ult can kind of counter. If he counterplays, we'll be good. But the thing is, I don't think he's counterplaying. So it's basically just as useless as not having him. And then we still have Ashe. What the heck is she wearing? She switched from the cowboy to I forgot the name of those dudes that do the mariachi band dudes. Okay, let's move on. Okay, you'll notice what I did here. You'll notice how I'm peeking. She's going Diva and they're still countering. Yeah, that's another thing. I already covered this prior because he does Diva throughout the entire match. He should have swapped it up. Ultimately, he probably could have done something like for Ramatra. He could have mirrored with Ramatra, with Orisa, and with Sigma, and probably gotten more value than Diva, considering that we don't have a full dive team. And it would have been better for all of us to stick together. So, with that said, going Diva was indeed not the call for our tank, but it wasn't just our tank's fault. Just be aware of that. So now I'm picking up the slack because I was tired of getting insulted by the tank who thought that he could smart mouth. So I'm going to get back onto covering myself. So let me just repeat what I was saying. So I came in through the side. Let's quickly look. We have our team on the main choke. That's the main choke, if you'll call it that. I'm up here taking the high ground. And what I'm doing, let me go down low, excuse me. We're going down low here, and I'm keeping watch in this corner, and I'm keeping watch over here. Over here primarily because it would kind of give me indication if they're heading here or if they're breaking off and joining up into this choke here. But they all decided to go main. I guess that they got a little too cocky because of my sojourn. So I'm keeping an eye, and I'm keeping my position. So, Soldier 76, all-around tool belt, one of my favorite heroes. Reason why I'm taking this position, it's the best position for me to take. Alternatively, I probably could have taken like the far left over here, but it's a very tight squeeze in a narrow corridor. Like, it's only offering so much visibility, but it would get me some decent visibility. I'll have to consider it in the future, but I do have the high ground right by this tree right here where Zenyatta is, and I do have the beach area that I can get flanked from, so I got to be very careful. I am on a mega, though. But taking the high ground here is best position for me. I am over to keep them at bay through there, and they make their push through here, as we can see. When I get pressured, when I get pushed back, you'll see that my health was a little low. Yeah, Zen and everyone was targeting me. I'm at 75 health. So, I throw down my healing station around the corner. I dance around a little bit, remain aware, stay on the high ground, do not jump down. Mei thinks she's blocking me off, but that ain't doing jack. You know what I love? They took our DPS, so I took their support. All because Mercy thought that she could continuously carry the match and be like, oh, well, that Sojourn was nothing, and he swapped to Soldier, so if their Sojourn aim is crap, I guess their Soldier aim is crap. I have over 1,000 hours on Soldier, bitch. I wish that was a joke. I definitely now, with both quick play and competitive, have over 1,000 hours. I think on competitive it's closer to like 700, but quick play is like definitely over 300. But yeah, let's continue. So I took out. So now here's the thing: we're down a damage, but they're down a healer, a key healer, by the way, one that can bring it back. So now that she's gone, it's now just a matter of there we go. So if I had to say one mistake, it's not paying attention to the fact that I'm taking the main choke with their tank instead of taking this area where I would be able to just run through and kind of get rid of the Zenyatta here in this corner. And I would be able to have done both just as quick, but I think I was aiming for Zenyatta through here. It would have been a little longer, but I would have blocked off his access to a health pack too and taken him out. Because what has he got that back here? Nothing. So he's kind of trapped. But I would have been able to avoid the Mei. I would have been able to, well, maybe not avoid the Mei. I don't have to go through here, but they're McCree, Dangle Hop. I didn't even realize his name, Dangle Bop. Yeah, so I probably could have gone right. It would have been better, but going left was no problem either because I kept my high ground. I lost visual of their Zenyatta because I think he got killed. Yes. But man, our Lucio did a good job of maintaining. Okay, watch this because this is important. Now, as small of an example as this is, what did I just do? It's okay to get it wrong, by the way, but even if it's like, again, the most minute example, what did I just do? Well, duh, capture the point, but I was... but, wait, let's just go back. Okay, so capture the point right there. So from this point right here to what I did right here, what did I just do? Again, the whole purpose of me doing this, I'm not trying to be condescending and try to be like super ultra professional. I don't care. take high ground? Yes. A little bit bigger though. I want you to actually. The purpose of me doing this is because I want you guys to think of it too. You mentioned that you were new to the game, so this is a great lesson. So yes, holding choke and taking high ground. What do those two things have in common? I'll give you the answer if you don't really know. It's okay. I don't mind. But the point is to get you to think. I hear my daughter messing with her blocks. Blocks and blocks and blocks. Jokes aside. Alright, I'll just say it. I don't mind it. But what I did, prepared for the next team fight. As simple as it is. They both require skill. That's actually true too. But no, what I did was I prepared for the next team fight. So yes, my character requires high ground to get over, because like Soldier 76 thrives off high ground. You don't always need high ground based on certain situations, but you get the greatest advantage with Soldier on high ground. And then, like I was mentioning prior, like what I was doing here was just trying to eliminate the Ramatra, but he got back too quickly because their Mercy was on the way back. But I immediately realized, okay, he's now getting healed. I can't kill him. He's not going to die. My Lucio's kind of still persisting. It's not really a problem to put on pressure. I could have even stayed there and I could have ran right back, but I decided I was going to take high ground. And the high ground that I took was not just holding the choke or taking high ground, it was getting behind cover. Because now I'm covered. I'm already at full health. I'm ready to go. But the main thing is using the time to prepare for the next team fight. And that's the most important thing you need to do pretty much with any character. So now I'm on high ground. The team fight is they're starting to poke. We're starting to defend. I don't know why we're on point. If you were to ask me, I would have actually told Diva to probably take high ground here. Same thing with Brig. Stick with her Lucio. She's actually right next to her Lucio, so she's not wrong. Lucio's a little too far forward, in my opinion. Like, he's frontlining. That's Reddit Lucio style. He does have methods of pushing enemies away, but that's a little too close for comfort, and his only means of sustain is himself and the Brig behind him. But yes. Oh, cool. I paused on 76 having 76%. That's funny. But where's... okay, Ash staying up here? Yeah, Ash is staying... Oh, does she get eliminated? Oh, she almost... Ooh. Let me go back on this, because I wanted to pay attention to myself. Oh. Let me go back again. I'm trying to get the camera angle right here, but I was going like lower and then like awkwardly. So like I said, yeah, you're right, exactly. So good placement. Use the time between team fights to get yourself in an advantageous position. So he went AFK for a second, I don't know why. But now I'm putting pressure on the main choke right there. Mercy's pocketing Ramatra. Now, Ash, if she were not AFK, could probably go... I'm just going to level with her. If she went from here to here, she still would have had prime real estate on Mercy, and then a means of kind of escape back here, or just dropping right back over here if she broke through that thing. I don't know why we didn't. But by just making a simple adjustment from here, instead of going here, keep the high ground and go here, where now they're forced to move to the other entrance, or to press forward over in this area here to go get her. But she moves back, she kind of backs out and gives up some key advantage positioning. Yeah, I think she might have been typing a message or trying to do something on the wheel. I don't know what happened, but yeah, she stood still for too long. She just AFK'd. It's okay, we won this team fight anyway at some point. But now the team fight is on the point between the tank, the Mercy. Mercy doesn't look like she's getting pressured very much. Who's back here? Who's this? That's Lucio? What the heck? He went from like frontline fighter all the way back. Bro, he really went back. Jeez. Okay, well anyway, like I was mentioning, Ashe shouldn't have backed up. She should have gone forward. She would have gotten the cover she needed, and she would have put more pressure on the Mercy by keeping her from going too far forward and getting comfortable. And then Ramatra is currently getting pocketed, so firing at him is useless for this entire team fight. Where did our diva go? I see Lucio. Wait, she wasn't eliminated, was she? No, she... Oh, Diva's focusing the Mercy, okay. Yeah, that's, not necessarily... Diva's not necessarily a bad option to kind of make a push on Mercy, but is that her job? Yes, but no. Yeah, exactly. Again, remember who's at the main choke right now. He's pushing the Mercy and they got the Zen. Now, technically, that's prime real estate. But now we got a Ramatra that's kicking our ass, a McCree that's taking our top position here, and I go to assist with Ashe and keeping her up. And we eventually do get him, if I recall. May is on point, taking on the Lucio and slowing his movement, making the Ramacha's life easier. We're just basically going to lose that team fight right here based off necessity, and we lost our break. I just realized that. So, Mercy gets out alive anyway. Oh my god. Yeah. I realize this is a lost team fight and I back up. Ashe is a little too far forward. Diva's still taking care of the back line, and they're about to capture point. I'm just running to survive, if anybody saw that. Let's go back a second. Get rid of the Mercy. Ramacha's on top of me. My ego went a little too far, but let's just understand that I probably shouldn't have been doing what I was doing. The moment he hit that form, run it. I shouldn't have stuck around, but I stuck around and I found out the hard way.
They can't get away with this.
So you know what? I'm actually...
Into the eyes.
So that's what happened.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
I've got you in my sights. I'm a man on a mission. Stay out of the way. Loud and clear.
Prepping for next team fight again. Okay, so this was a clusterfuck. This was a cluster if I've ever been in one. So let's start this over. So this is on my way back. So right now they should have pulled back. We're way too short. I'm coming back from there. I have my ult, and Diva's got her ult. And they just used 2 to secure the team fight while still securing a 3rd one for another fight. Yeah, they pretty much got our other support. How we won this, I don't know. But I'm over here taking him out. I'm forcing McCree back in. I'm forcing Zenyatta back. He's trying to go for our support. Our Diva is low again, but she did get the McCree. And May's trying to take care of her. But I end up eliminating her. And I didn't notice that Ashe took out the Zen. Where's the Zen? Where's Ashe, first off?
I'm a man on a mission. Stay out of my way.
Did anybody see that accuracy? Bro, swap! Unless you're getting practice, in which case that's fine. But like, oh my god. Okay, so we won the team fight. Yeah, don't get too greedy. Don't get too greedy. If you're very confident that you can get the kills, go for it. But if you think that there's any chance that they'll get out alive, don't bother.
冻住，不许走！
Odd number. Okay, so you noticed what I did there. I changed it up and learned my lesson. I backed up throughout my healing station and he can't kill me quick enough before I was able to kill him. But Mei wasted her... Yeah, Mei wasted her... Oh, where is she? Is she dead? No. Where'd she go? So our brig keeps going down. That's always great. Was she over here somewhere? Where was our brig?
冻住，不许走！
This was who died in front of me. Duh. Okay. Okay.
Not good.
McCurry behind us. Ow. Let me go back a little bit. Yeah, I took the cover because I don't know where he is, but I assumed he went behind us. So I was like, yeah, let me get into cover. Take care of the Zen. I realize he's up top, but I'm taking with the Mei. My Helix rockets for the win. I eliminated myself while eliminating her. And then Diva takes care of the McCree like I initially thought. Skip ahead a little bit.
Helden sterben nicht.
Okay, Ashe is taking a good advantageous position. Brigitte is on point where she shouldn't be, technically. Where's our Zen? Oh, he's back with me, okay. And then I make it.
Do something!
Couldn't make it in time. Yep.
Score. 1-2.
Okay. So I'm gonna just quickly take here. Okay. So I could have done one of two things, and I did the second. But the first one is that I could have actually taken the angle more immediately and just been more aggressive and go up there. I took the closer one because we're at the first team fight. It wouldn't really matter. They're not in position and I'm not in position. Diva's way too far ahead. Diva is way too far ahead. We should be holding... Like, this map is a little bit weird. So there really is no better spot for us to hold than maybe up here. Off point, just next to it. Bob, do something! But, yeah, we should be holding point right now. There is literally no reason to peek the corner. No reason. Let them come to you. Let them waste their resources. Hold yours. Now, the Farrah Mercy combo, this is funny. So... Hi, Matt. Long time no see. What do you mean I don't answer the phone? I haven't gotten anything from you in weeks that I've at least seen. I'll look at that. Don't flame me in my chat, please. I'll look and I'll see when the last time I got something, if I even got something. But I didn't notice anything, otherwise I would have messaged you, bro. Anyway, continuing with what I'm doing. Diva's too far ahead. The supports are actually in a good position. Ashe is actually in a reasonably good position. She could probably stand to be where I am and then let me be a little bit more mobile and take maybe a more aggressive angle over here. Talking about the enemy team one more time. They did a smart thing by doing Farrah Mercy because McCree was just getting hard countered. But the thing is like, you still have a counter in Diva. Diva is still a semi-hard counter to a Pharah lineup. And the thing is, like, you'll notice how I play it. Let me just quickly go back to mine. So we now notice that they have a Pharah Mercy. You see what I'm doing? Aiming at Pharah? Because yes, she's getting pocketed, but I still killed her. Because the Pharah Mercy pocket, it's a strong combo, don't get that wrong. But if you have a competent DPS who knows how to shoot, then eliminating her, or it's not even just about eliminating her, it's just about pressuring her. Counters don't really matter in my opinion. Yeah. It used to be at one point, and there's still, okay, there's no more hard counters. They did successfully do that, but there are still heroes with kits that are stronger in certain aspects than other heroes. So, yes, it's no longer strictly a game of rock, paper, scissors, but it is about two things. Your control over a hero and just the natural power creep between two different, like, again, how I was mentioning that Mei is a sort of a counter to Diva because she has ways of bypassing some of Diva's kits, so she's just naturally stronger because of the things that she can bring. Same thing with Ramatra, and then the same thing with Zen. They can counteract most of her abilities by themselves. And now we have the Pharah Mercy combo, and Pharah, she's not a weak hero by any stretch. She can be very strong, but having our Diva, if our Diva's competent, can actually dive her a lot and render her missiles useless and can kind of knock her out of the sky. The thing is that it's not just about eliminating her either, it's about putting pressure. If you can put pressure, pressure causes mistakes. Causing mistakes is kind of the name of the game here, where you want the Pharah to make mistakes so that she either becomes too aggressive, too passive, or just does nothing to give value to her team. So going back over to me, that's exactly what I did. You'll again notice that I wasn't aiming to eliminate her. I was putting pressure, and it eventually led to elimination because I don't know who else was firing at her, but I know that all that damage wasn't me. Can you block Diva ult with Ice Wall? That too, yeah. Again, everything in Mei's kit, you can block Diva ult with the Ice Wall. Everything in Mei's kit can, for the most part, naturally counter, or mostly naturally counter would be a better word, Diva's kit. Her ice thing can go through defense matrix and slows her down from using her boosters, making her an even bigger target. Her ice wall can change the dynamic of a map, and it can block off key things that, in fact, it can block dives, it can block her boosters, it can block her missiles, it can block her defense matrix, it can block her ice flamethrower, exactly. Her ice wall can block the Diva bomb. Heck, even your ice cocoon. What is the name of that? It's not ice. Shoot, ice wall. Is it ice block? Oh my god, I'm mixing up abilities here. Ice wall and ice block. Ice block can actually block. You can do this with Reinhardt too, and I did it myself too. Like I baited out a Rein ult one time. Hammer down! Ice block. Everybody behind me remained standing, and we just eliminated him like nothing. Wet tissue paper. Same difference though. Ice block can stop a Diva ult. Everything in Mei's kit. Now there is one thing that Diva's defense matrix can eliminate Mei's ult, so you have to do that carefully. It's a matter of that's the rock paper scissors is. Actually, it's more of a game of chicken, using your abilities at the right time. So, Mei, alongside Ramatra and Zenyatta, are kind of hard counters to our tank, all in unison. So, I get dove after eliminating that. The Ramatra takes a dive at Mei. I get out of dodge, but it doesn't matter.
I've seen tougher spots.
Yeah, this was a very weird team fight. I made a mistake there. I'll quickly note. I should have been aiming for the Mercy instead of the Ramatra. There was no point in doing that. And this is your daily reminder. Target prioritization is very important. If you have a tank that is getting pocketed by either one or both of his supports, ignore the tank. Unless your entire team is focusing on the tank, you are wasting your resources. If everybody is divided in how they're taking out everybody, don't bother focusing the tank. So that was kind of both stupidity on my part and the Diva's part. The Diva should have recognized I was trying to pocket her, but maybe she made a right decision to get out of there. And then I wasted my healing station thinking, oh, she'll wait. No, she didn't. Exactly. But it's not just about just shooting anyone else for no good reason. He's getting pocketed, and the reason for his pocket is literally in my sights. So why am I aiming for the immovable object when I can get the movable object? Tit for tat. I'm forcing her out of position. I didn't... Yeah, and then I'm back on the Pharah. Jukes! How did that happen again? Hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. Ah, Lucio. My man Lucio over here helping me out and keeping me alive. That's why I survived. Okay, that's actually kind of MVP of him. That's cash money.
Appreciate it.
Remind me never to use that word again. What's that? Remount and rush a second. So, yes. For lots of reasons, but I won't go into them for obvious reasons. But yes, Ramatra second form is... It's not the bane to my existence, but it is annoying. It is annoying. Yeah, this was the part, I remember this. I was being like, where's my team? I'm trying to like regroup up with them and they're nowhere to be found. Another example of target prioritization that I actually managed to get right. I had both of them in my sights, but she fell anyway, so it would have been a waste. I just went for the Mercy. Now I'm with my team. I remember that.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
This was my favorite engagement. So...
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Beautiful Diva Bomb. May's over here trying to block off the entire area. She already wasted her wall. She's about to take out... Yep, she was about to take out Ashe for sure. There is no joke about that. No exaggeration either. And now, Pharah has no more sustain. Well, at least no more primary.
Roger that.
Strategic retreat. Still funny. Okay, so now our team is pressing too far forward. I don't know why we're going there, but I decided to take a pincer move here. I realize I'm going too far, but I did distract the Pharah for a little bit. Clever. The thing that I found the most annoying. So let me... Oh, did our Lucio... Oh... Yes! Yeah, this was a scrub team fight, and I probably could have saved my visor, but I like exactly what happened on point. The Lucio did everything right. There was just nothing more he could do. Our Brigitte even ulted, and unfortunately there was no more that she could do. Yeah, yeah. He did do it right. He did do it right because they were going to get frozen, and it helped him survive a little longer and keep the attention off of more key aspects or key teammates. So he did do the right thing. And then Ash over here...
Get these jokers off my point.
Too far back? I'm not even going to lie. I don't think... Where did this aim come from? I'll be 100% honest, I don't think Ash was benefiting from just the map by itself, because the point where everything is going to happen is around these corners. She has this corner, she's got this corner, she's got that corner, even up here, those corners, over here, these corners. Like, it's just so corner heavy, and she probably could have standed to do something more like a Hanzo that can work some corners from time to time. But alas, we didn't get that. Yeah, quite frankly, I don't know why we're still running D.Va up until this point, because D.Va wasn't doing anything.
Justice.
I love that. And then Mercy goes for the res. So what happened here? I know we went on a ring around. So that's what happened. Stupid. Where's... Okay, so she went back. That's what happened.
My ultimate is ready.
You'll probably notice me doing that from time to time too, but like, I did this earlier in the match and then I did it here. Is I took high ground, I went for her, started firing, and then I run away. Reason being is because if I stick around and wait for her, I'm leaving myself open from any direction, and they still have their Pharah around here somewhere. I just wasn't sure about her status at the second, so I didn't know what to expect or who I was going to get into a conflict with, but if I stayed right here, just looking at her, I was probably going to die, so I just ran. And that's something you have to recognize too, is like, if it's too good to be true, best case, she probably would have gotten out of ice block sooner and I would have just been able to finish her off. Worst case, she stays in there the entire time and I die, and I just use that time to run. And then we had this where we basically eliminated her. We were doing pretty good. I wonder what happened. Let me see. I must have never played any other tank than D.Va. It is possible. Like, there are a lot of one tricks, unfortunately. There's not much that we can do about that, but get back onto my soldier.
Stop securing the objective.
What is my accuracy there? Yeah, nothing we could do there. There's not really much for me to coach on that one. We literally needed to stay on point and make sure that they didn't win, and they got it. Yeah, everybody was just popping everything. It was just utter chaos, to be quite honest. There's nothing to go over. They just did it better. And with that being said, that is the end of that review, and I'm going to continue playing because reasons. But I hope everybody learned something from that. And sincerely, I was trying my best, but it was starting to get a little chaotic at the end, so not much more that I could offer, but I hope that some of the tips I did give made some sense. Now let me check on something from my friend here, Matt. We're personal friends in real life, so he gets away with some trash talk. Let me see, I got... Yeah, that's a bunch of stuff from my job and my church. Bro, your last message was back in like mid-November. If you're still here, that is. Yeah, it was like a month ago. Might be my bad, though. Let me turn on the light real quick. No, I didn't answer, but that's, again, I didn't see it. I don't know why I didn't see it, but I had to look back that far. Yeah, let's not bother. What the heck? Oh. Sure, everything's good. There we go. Okay, perfect. Just making sure. I'm sorry. Also, November wasn't really good because I started doing a lot of work, so I'm not eliminating the possibility that I might indeed be the asshole and forgot to answer you. I had a lot going on. I really did have a lot going on, though. I was starting up on security work, and I got really, like... I basically got put on posting for my security work almost immediately after applying. They were looking for people to work certain shifts, so they were like, hey, do you want to work this? Go for it. And then I have to basically go on post, and I was initially paranoid because they're like, yeah, we don't want anyone on their phones during shift. I'm not usually. But, you know, I needed to fill the noise with some, like, podcasts or whatnot, but I'm not on my phone. But I was paranoid that, you know, I was told, like, hey, any ounce of them finding you on your phone, you're going to get in trouble, even if it's justified. Like, oh. Turns out that was overblown, but I got used to it, so... No, it's not an excuse, it's just the truth. So... I'm a minute and 40. Oh my lord. Oh, thank you.
Traveling to prepare your defenses.
Traveling to prepare our defenses? That sounds interesting. Let's practice some Hanzo. Him... Ironically enough, I think a month.
As good as I am with a bow,
I send him messages still from time to time. He just doesn't answer.
better with a sword.
But... God, is this automatic wall ride still on? That's gonna bug me if it is. No, it's off.
Stay close. I can't hear you if you stray.
Well, at least... Wait, so he texted you... Okay, he texted you. I had to reread that.
One. Attackers in.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach back out and see if he'll answer me, but... Come on, peek again.
My arrows fly true.
Found an enemy.
I was very heavily concentrated on the Widow.
Enemy in sight.
Widow's not doing very well, though.
You need this.
Eyes on a target.
I'll find them.
Is ready. My ultimate is charged.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Another boot is ready. Get ready, and I'll get you.
The flame of my sword.
Enemy in sight.
You honor me. You have my thanks.